Pushback tonight from a local environmentalist to President Trump's support for widening and deepening the Corpus Christi shipping channel.
Yeah, the changes would increase the size of ships that could make it into the Port of Corpus Christi, and that is where our Seth Kovar joins us now live tonight. Seth, why are some people opposed to a project that would likely pump money into the local economy?
It's over concerns that the changes could actually take money out of the local economy. I spoke to the chairman of the local chapter of the Sierra Club today, and he says that any environmental damage that dredging of this channel does, it could have a very bad impact on industries like fishing and tourism. But don't tell that to President Trump.
This way they can bring the giant ships right in.
President Trump on Monday supporting the widening and deepening of the Corpus Christi shipping channel.
In Texas, they can't get the big ships in because they need to dredge a couple of feet. Standard stuff.
Not so, says Sierra Club of the Coastal Bend chairman Hal Suter. He sees environmental damage in the wake of that dredging that would also damage the area's economy.
If you have a dead bay, there goes, your shrimping and your fishing, recreational fishing, all these other type of things.
And then there are the ships that the channel changes are all about. Very large crude carriers, VLCCs, need deeper water to make it into Corpus Christi port, which Suter says poses another enviro problem.
There's going to be much larger wakes. There'll probably be no beach down there at McGee Beach with those things.
But despite his concerns, a Port of Corpus Christi spokesperson tells me about a third of the $360 million project is already funded. And after a chat with President Trump aboard Air Force One earlier this week, Congressman Michael Cloud sounds optimistic that the rest of the money will soon be in place.
I believe mentioned the conversation and the important work that does need to be done here and how urgent it is in moving that forward.
Not the news that Suter was looking for.
Environment comes, secondary, tertiary concern all across the board with the administration. Elections have consequences, as the saying goes.
There is a project already underway to make way for bigger ships, and that would be the construction on the new harbor bridge to replace the old one that I'm standing under right now. It's so pretty. Reporting live in Corpus Christi, Seth Kovar, Action 10 News.
It sure is beautiful. Thanks a lot, Seth. So if you live along